Let's talk about this Bahadas. Because for some reason, she feels as if, I don't know, she is a Sakina, a scanner. And I do know. When I said you need to take care of them plates, I meant it. Because you are in my territory. And that means distortion. One example is that which you may have heard in the background. You are hearing it every place you go. Now you understand that what you see, you feel is CRAZY. You realize now that those MRFOs is talking to something. You get it now. When you see them yelling out, having conversations, you realize now that they are talking to something. So you see it different. Now, those of you that have said, "Asekenasashikiti," I'm going to bind someone, I'm going to use a Ouija board, I'm going to do this and that. Now you realize what you bound yourself to, and I think it's hilarious. Now, I'm going to inform you because I'm so happy to do so. Because the big G said it's time. When you back that thing up, and you know what I'm talking about, to hide them plates, they gonna go right around to the back and run them. Because that ain't how we do it around here. You feel me? So you've been skating around Bahara Sikati. You are not a Bruja. You are a Bahadas. You feel like I don't know the difference, but I get paid to know the difference. You know what I'm talking about? So now you understand that I know the botanicals you go to because it's been coming out in my readings for 6 years. Isikina. Now, for those of you that are practicing sorcerers, you all understand why every time you go to your altar, you hear someone yelling. Now, the reason why I played that version is because that version is needed. Y'all notice how when you hear the cuss words, it makes the song better? You just don't HIT the same if you don't hear the foul language. That's in that field, but not this one. You know what I'm talking about? Listen, you are looking for employment after you attempted a hasakania on one of my members. That's not gonna fly. It's not gonna fly. You should have redirected yourself somewhere else. Because you know this channel is not for the play, Asikia. I have been hearing that for 3 days. Just random, sporadic, osofo. They don't even look at me. When they encounter me, they have tunnel vision because they will fall. You know what I'm talking about? You are the one that is associated with the wannabe pantheons, the wannabe ones. This one feels like every last one of my viewers are her karmics because she cannot accompany their energy. Let me tell y'all, when y'all started sticking them pin cushions, because that's what they are, when you started sticking them, you called on a Osaka. And this is why these wannabe pantheons are able to talk to you while you're reading. You feel like they're pantheons and they're not. I told her that she didn't know how to read. And I keep sending her back to Osafoa, which you don't know how to do. And if you say it, you'll be there too. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all get to playing around with this stuff and you don't even know what cycle the moon is in. You don't know what you're calling on. You don't know where you're at. I heard 17 when they looked up in the sky. That is not Nibiru. I'm going to inform you when you see Asifio, because you're going to say that's the moon, and I'm going to say you are wrong. That is not the moon. You know what I'm talking about? It's serious because you're already aware that these are not the beings that did anything to you. But because you feel like you're attached to their lineage, you're going to continue to do things. Let me tell you, Asafo, that's California white and it's not going to move none of these things. They don't have nothing to move these things except me. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all call on this stuff and then you can't get rid of it. You really think Sage is gonna get rid of that? You might as well cut it out. You're tying a mint leaf to your ceiling. That is not Hufa. Y'all go to these markets and you feel like you're getting something that is sacred and you're not. You're not even where you could purchase stuff like that because you're not one of them. What really ruffles their feathers is the fact that I am right. When I said that deck was a deck of spirits, y'all didn't get it. If you are not okayed to use that deck, you start seeing things and hearing things and all other type of stuff. Your viewers that you say are twin flames, you only do twin flame content. They are stuck because you keep promising them someone that is already spoken for. And there's nothing you could do about it because that contract came from the big G, not the little one. Now you understand when I say the elect ones do not have twin flames. They have spouses, you get it, because they're all karmic. All of them. The ones that say that they're twin flames. Every last one of them. I know that there's a fraction of HELL raisers that have an awaken. So all of y'all that sit there and feel like you trapped them because they have a baby and these ones take care of all HELL raisers take care of their children, regardless if they're biological or spiritual. All of them do. And this is something that stemmed from a past life. You can't tell me nothing about a HELL raiser. You can't tell me nothing about them because you know nothing about them. You kept saying the ones with the pin in his head, that one. Nah, but they know who that is though. You feel me? Y'all sitting up here saying she getting all this stuff from movies. No, the movies got it from them. Y'all got it backwards. I'm just here to clear up the misinformation. And some of y'all don't like that. And because you don't like it, you don't know who you are. And every time you go outside, you're encountering a real nemesis. I am not your nemesis because you feel like I'm stopping your bag. I ain't stopping your bag. I don't do hasakiyas. I don't do splifka. Who's stopping your bag is your viewers, and that's what you get because you had no business telling them that they were divine and they weren't. They weren't. You are not an ascended being. Your viewers are not ascended because if they were, they would be able to access my content. And they can't. I know for a fact that when they attempt to, they see a black screen and it's spinning. Y'all feel like it did something to my bag, and it did. But what is far greater than that bag is my wealth. Y'all are gonna start seeing signs. You are already somewhere where everything is delayed. And because it's delayed, you're going to have to focus on your own finances and not someone else's. You are searching for botanicals that have the ossifi, and you can't find one because they don't sell it out here. You got to go back to Mexicana to get that. Now, the reason why I posted back that AZZ up on my community section is because that is what is happening, and it's a dual meaning. They is literally backing in, and they are backing that thing up. You know what I'm talking about? But this time when they back it up, you're going to come back with a ooh wee. You know what a ooh wee? You going to, ooh wee. You know what I'm talking about? Ooh wee. What is that smell? You feel me? Now, for those of you that like exotica, you like that exotic stuff, what she got is something that you're going to have to go to Mexicana to get rid of. You know what I'm talking about? What is funny is y'all going to be searching, trying to find someone to get it off of you. And you can't. You can't get it off of you. Because when they do what they do, because they really check spiritually, they going to say, we can't touch this one, and laugh just like that. They gonna offer you something, some herbs or something to sit in, and you're going to feel better while you in that tub, but as soon as you get out, it's going to get worse. I'm telling you. Because you had no business doing an asafio. You keep saying a voodoo doll. That is not a voodoo doll. That is a Chucky. You know what I'm talking about? That is a Chucky you dealing with. You feel me? Oh, y'all acting brand new. Y'all know what Chucky? Y'all seen Chucky? Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play? You remember that? That's what y'all dealing with. And it is funny because I told y'all to stop. I thought y'all was hurting me. I said, stop. We can feel it. We can feel it. But now you sit up there, I'm going to listen. My members is off limits. Y'all already know what happened when y'all do anything with my members. So we not even going to act like you going to do anything or say anything because everything goes black. You feel me? Y'all sitting there saying, that's a Chucky. Y'all, you might not speak spiritual language. That ain't no dog. That's a Chucky. You know what I'm saying? Some of them, they running around with the Chuckies in the glove compartment. You know what I'm saying? They feel like if they stick it, it's going to make one of your ankles break or something. And then they sit up there talking about, what is that? What is that? What is that? And at the same time, we have so many different groups having spiritual awakenings. You know what I'm saying? There's so many different groups. Look, right now, I'm focused on the elect ones. And there's so many different types of elect ones that I don't have time unless you pay me. You pay me, then you paying for my time, that I make time. I don't do emergency readings. I don't do those. It's first come, first serve. That means whoever dropped that cash first is the ones that's going to be first. And now that I'm clearing up for that one that keeps saying, I'm waiting till she clear up, now is the time. That is it.